For a time, we tried to contact him by radio, but no response.
He's the Las Vegas man who claims he can summon UFOs on command. Pretty wild. So we sent Action News reporter Mike Delastrito to get the real story. But what he found shocked everyone and could leave you wondering, are UFOs real?
Breaking news, solving problems. This is Channel 13 Action News, live at 11.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Steve Wolford. Well, let's take another trip back into the realm of paranormal tonight. Last night we had ghost hunters, now UFOs.
That's right, and there is a Las Vegas guy making an extraordinary claim about extraterrestrials. So we sent Action News reporter Mike Delastrito to check it out. Mike?
All right, guys, just listen up here. This guy says the Old Testament written in Hebrew, taught him how to summon UFOs. All right, he says he can also do this on command, and he adds he's been doing it for 25 years, keeping all of it secret until now.
These beings are here. They're here. They're just sitting right up there.
We met up with Prophet Yahweh, seer of Yahweh, at Doolittle Park off Lake Mead. We picked the day, we picked the time, and we picked the location.
Everyone's going to think you're absolutely nuts. Well, I thought I was absolutely nuts.
Until he says he saw UFOs. Over the years, 1,500 of them.
Can we make it 1,501 today? What do you think? I'll try it.
He says the voice in his head told him to go public now, so we took him up on his offer, and we scanned the skies. Nothing but a few clouds. When the prophet started praying for a sighting, I wasn't exactly convinced.
I pray, oh Yahweh, that you send a sighting so that they know that I am not mentally ill. I am not a false prophet, like those who seek to kill me say I am.
I see something straight up.
Oh, brother, look at it. There it is.
You can barely see it, a white speck. Then another sighting.
There it is. I got it.
Photojournalist Jonathan Hawkins locks in on it. Let's take a closer look here. It's an orange sphere that appeared out of nowhere. I call the boss with an unexpected change in my story. I can see it clear as day. In fact, it's bright.
I can't believe this.
It's moving pretty fast.
It's going to Nellis Air Force Base. It wants to be seen.
We called Nellis to see what these things might be. Guess what? They didn't call us back. But this thing started coming back toward us.
Yeah.
It's coming toward us now, I think.
What?
See, it's coming up toward us.
Whoa, man! Oh, hallelujah!
Then, a few seconds later, it disappeared.
It's going back up in space.
Prophet Yahweh isn't concerned. He says it'll be back. And I'm still not quite sure what those things were. Now, if I didn't see this for myself, I probably would have just laughed this whole thing off. Prophet Yahweh says, though, this is just the beginning. He says we're going to see a lot more of these things starting next week. And he says one will come down low enough for all of Las Vegas to see. Mike Delastrito, Channel 13 Action News.
Interesting. You know what? If anybody knows what that was, please call Mike Delastrito and identify that object.
So, Jerry, do you mind if we play the X-Files theme song while you do what?
Yeah, really.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. My name's Blake Cousins. Exclusive interviews with people who have claimed that they've learned how to summon UFOs from the man himself, Robert Bingham. Now let's get to Fausto Perez first.
Hello, I'm Fausto Perez. I'm a phlebotomist. What got me into UFOs was around last year when I was a lifeguard. I had a lot of free time on my hands and I would Google UFO videos. And I found one video of a UFO sighting in Mexico City in 2005 where it was hundreds of UFOs and hundreds of people recorded it. From there I found a video of a man named Robert Bingham off of a channel called Third Phase of the Moon, thanks to Blake Cousins. And off that channel I saw the same UFOs that I saw in Mexico City. From there, in the same video, they said that he was planning to do an event in MacArthur Park, which is about 30 minutes from where I live, or 20 minutes. So I was definitely interested in going to see if this was real or legit. So I went over there, I took my telescope, a camera, and I was ready to see if it was real. And sure enough, after he showed up, called, I saw the orbs that he got to come to the park. What made me want to start summoning it myself was just a curiosity to see if it would actually show up when I called it, and then more so to prove to myself that it was actually something up there, because if not, it could just be somebody sending up balloons, and then doing it myself I would prove that it was there was actually something up there, because I'm not setting anything up, so it makes it more reassurance for me to know what it is. What do I think they are? I think it's something positive. It's helped me out. I've learned some things from it. It actually gave me some tricks that I used to help myself, like just by praying I can just get rid of a headache or any pain from my ulcer, acid reflux, just by the single thought. Unlike before, I'd be stuck with it for minutes or hours at a time. Two-step process I usually do to get a call. First I gotta, well, this is before any of this, I guess this is a three-step process. First I focus, I have to clear my mind, concentrate, direct myself upwards, and I send a mental message first for anything that's out there, and they can hear this message to come to my location. And after you say that, you kind of got a visual, mental picture of the location you're at. Like if you could go on Google Earth and see exactly how you get to your house, you do that in your mind. After you do that, you say, show me, give me a sign that you're up there, show me yourself, and then you stare at the sky for about 5 to 10 minutes.
As we're interviewing Mr. Fausto Perez, he notices something strange in the sky.
Check it out right now. Something just came out of thin air. It's two orbs showing themselves. And staying right next to each other. Staying right next to each other. Get out of thin air.
Fausto Perez will have his camera ready as always. The power of Robert Bingham is spreading. Now the first exclusive Skype interview that I had with Mr. Robert Bingham, April 6th, 2012.
This guy has exposed me to certain things that I thought were fantasy. Basically, when he calls UFOs, they basically come out of the sky, out of a clear blue sky. You see unidentified flying object that you've never seen before in your entire life. It's just unbelievable. After I met Robert, he just happened to move into my building. After I met him, he exposed me to, I want to say, man, maybe 70 or 80 different UFOs within 2 weeks time. They've been following me since I was exposed to them by him. They've been following me pretty much everywhere I go. I see them.
Mark, so you tell us here at Third Phase of Moon, if I were to be lucky enough to hang out with Robert any day of the week, just for an hour, you could actually summon a UFO and we could actually capture it on camera?
Yes, on camera. Not one, not two, many. Many.
So Robert, you're going to be sharing us an exclusive video for the first time on YouTube. Viewers for the first time are going to see this around the world. Can you share this picture that you photographed? Apparently you say that there are pilots in this UFO photograph.
To tell you the truth, I never really believed in UFOs.
Can you share it with us now?
Until I met Robert.
Yes, I can.
This guy has exposed me to certain things that I thought were fantasy.
I was waiting with my camera for this type of photo, which I'm always waiting, but they actually came and I caught this photo, which is right here is a ball turret and it looks like a laser. Over here on this side is I think the pilot, and he has his hand on this green panel, which is I think the flight control.
All right, Robert, can you give us a brief summary in your history in regards to the phenomenon?
Okay, the phenomenon, the way I would describe it is that when they came around me and fed me enough, like if they were breastfeeding me, not so that I won't overload. And then they gradually exposed me to bigger and better things, and which I would say would be baby food. And this was over a long time period, and now they're giving me meat. What I mean is so I can handle it. I figured that if I got too much exposure, what they actually showed me over this time, I probably would have went, flipped. Discern that they're not here to harm us, because they can harm us anytime they want. I was actually waiting for it with my camera ready to go, and it appeared maybe about 400 feet high and maybe about a block away.
So, Robert and Mike, I want to assure you, when you release these photos to us exclusively at Third Phase of Moon, we're going to give it our best opportunity to get it out to the world. We receive over 100,000 hits a day, and we have multimedia sources throughout the world to show our videos and photographs. So I want to assure you that you're in a great place to get your story out and not get it suppressed before you even had a chance.
I feel the time is right for the world to know that this is real, and that we better find out what they really want us to know. I believe that they want to warn us of maybe even a meteor, the dark star coming. There's something happening, and we better put our resources to figure it out. Don't dwell on that doomsday thing. You know, you got to have faith and believe, and that's what's going to save us.
Well, the photograph that you sent us is absolutely amazing, and you've invited us at Third Phase of Moon and a camera crew to come and visit you at your residence to take a look at some more of your exclusive photos on location there, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, this is an absolute fantastic opportunity for the world and us and the YouTube viewers to see firsthand on how we operate and investigate UFOs caught on video and photographs from around the world. My name's Blake Cousins. If you've captured anything, you contact us via Skype or Twitter. We'll see you next time.
I'm going to teach you right now the 3 steps to doing a good summoning. One is to have an open heart, an open mind, and good intention. You apply these 3 rules and I'm sure you'll get good results. What I do actually is I look in the sky for a blue patch of sky, and I pick just one spot in that sky, and I look deep into that sky with my eyes, as deep as I can. So I'm going to start looking in the sky right now, and you do the same thing. I call them at the same time I'm looking out there, project that thought, and they pick it up and they come down. We are like transmitters, and we have this ability. I don't verbally do it, I do it telepathically. It's okay. Did you like his first? You see him move like real quick, and
holy cow, that's a great orb.
It's really glimmering in the light up there.
You're right. You sure is.
Let me see that camera, Robert.
Wow, he just jumped to the side. He just jumped to the side really fast.
That's what I'm saying. He does first like really quick.
You still there?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's spazzing.
Where?
He's gonna flash right now.
Oh, yeah, he's right there. Yeah, he flashed.
You see it?
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's always been pretty simple, just going out there and applying my technique and telling them to show up, and they do show up. Yes, everybody can do summon extraterrestrials if they apply this technique. It looks like a V. Isn't it shaped in a V?
Yeah, but then it has a tail at the end of it too.
We are all capable of some psychic ability, except that we haven't really practiced being aware of these abilities.
You're right, Jonathan, just sitting there.
Where'd he go?
see, look at the trend. There's two, Jim.
Where?
One right here to the right, about 330, 320. They're not here to harm us, as many people might say out there. So don't be afraid to spread the news and to go out there and share the news, especially. The only limitations you have are the ones that you put on yourself. So go out there and apply these techniques, and I am sure that you're going to discover a whole new world out there. You got to pay close attention to your environment around you. Also, they do send little drones, which might look like paper, foil, or something just floating in the air. I'd suggest that you take pictures of that.
All right, what's that?
It's a ship. It's a triangle ship. Almost like a B-2 bomber type of ship. Boomerang. So I wish you luck in using these summoning techniques, and I wish you the greatest success.
For a time, we tried to contact
And
them
what's
by radio.
your
No
relationship
response.
with these extraterrestrials, which I call angels, which I call angels, which I call angels.